It's the unboxing. Oh, yeah.
Greetings, followers. It is I, Cardinal Sin, and welcome to another episode of The Unboxing. Oh, sorry. So we have some things that came in the mail, and I thought, why not share? So let's dig in. This one comes from Spring, otherwise known as Teespring, and I don't remember ordering it. Perhaps someone ordered another one for me. I don't know. Let's find out. Feels like a mug. And it is. Mr. Walter Bosley sent me a Kaleidoscope Grimoire mug. And he will be on Into the Fringe tomorrow. So, provided that his surgery goes well. He's getting a cataract removed, and they have to put in, a artificial cornea or lens, or I'm not sure what it is, but if he's feeling up to it, he will be with us on Into the Fringe. So stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about MK Ultra and UFOs and the Men in Black. So that should be a pretty cool show. Let's see who we have here. Howdy, Phantom Boomer. Hello, Cosmic Squirrel. Anti-Derivative Jill is here. Canadian Spider-Man is here. Phantom Boomer. It is me, Cardinal Sin. It is me. It is me. Yeah, not it. I just say it is I because it's fun. Thank you, Herc130. Appreciate that. And hail back. Any show with Clavi is a good show. Yes. It's like I haven't seen you guys in a long time. It's been several minutes. Philip Blair is here. Good to see you again. Hello, Andy Masterson. Wow. I can't believe Andy Masterson is in the audience. This is going to be great. Hello again, Brian Hepburn. And hello again, Philip Blair. And I would have liked to have seen that. Yes, there's a happy little tree that lives over here. Yeah, I love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is awesome. Okay, next item. It's a box. That's why we call it...
It's the unboxing. Oh, yeah.
All right. So, here we go. Numero 20. Hey, I got some ancient Egyptian air. I haven't had some of this in a long time. Mommy. There was a lot more oxygen content back then in the air. All right, let's see what we got. we have Black Klansman in 4K Ultra HD, and the Oscar-winning screenwriter is a friend of mine who is a professor here at KU. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, check out Black Klansman. And we also have Schindler's List on 4K. And if you haven't seen Schindler's List, you should do yourself a favor and see it. It's a true story, or based on a true story. The 4K edition of Battleship, which I've heard is a lot better than one might think. If you've ever played Battleship, you might wonder, how can they make a movie out of that? But apparently it's pretty good. Maybe it's better than Das Boot. Then I picked up a copy of Dazed and Confused just because I've never seen it. And the 4K of Shaun of the Dead. You've got red on you. This is a great movie and introduced me to a lot of actors that I really like. All right. Numero 30. Ooh. The Blu-ray of... This is actually a 2K remaster of Curse of the Undead, which I've never seen, and might be a Hammer film. Restored by Kino Lorber. Doesn't say anything about Hammer. Oh, Universal. My bad. This looks kind of fun, actually. And because I'm a big Montague Summers fan, I got The History of Witchcraft and Demonology by Montague Summers. And Where, oh, where is my werewolf? Also by Montague Summers. And I also got a poster, but I am having it matted, dry mounted, so you'll see it later, maybe behind me or something like that. We have a whole lot of comments. Let's see what they are. Where did we leave off? The unboxing. Men in Black, yes. Evening Philip Blair. Hello, Andy Masterson. Hey, Brian. Hi, Andy Masterson. Good evening. Hello, hello. Phantom Boomer, I did email you my shipping address, but I will do it again. Why don't you email me just to make sure I have your correct email address, because evidently either you didn't get it or it's in your spam folder. Mr. MH says, Hail Cardinal Sin and the Sin Nation. Hope everyone is well. Great to see you all. Just popping in as I am at work. And Anti-Derivative Jill says, hello, Mr. MH. Hail Jill. Great zombie movie. Yes. Herc130 says, I love on Shaun of the Dead when they were killing zombies with records, but were worried about which pressing of the record to use. Yeah, that was great. Hammer time. Philip Lear says, the history of witchcraft and demonology sounds interesting. I bet that book has some great stories. I was originally turned on to Montague Summers because I was really into Eastern European vampire lore, and he has several books about vampires. One of the stories that I remember from that first Montague Summers vampire book that I bought, he was a priest and an anti-occultist, but I remember the folk story that he recounted in the book that the first of his books that I bought many years ago, where people would carry grains of rice or other kinds of grain in their pockets, and if they were being chased by a vampire, when they reached a crossroads, they would grab, the rice or whatever it is and just throw it all over the crossroads. And then when the vampire got there, it would have to count every single grain before it could move on. And that was really, really interesting. And things like that. Some of the actual lore of the vampire versus like what you might see in films and stuff like that. And his books are really, really interesting. I didn't realize that he had done werewolf books. But for instance, this was originally published 1933. The Werewolf, Lycanthropy. The Werewolf, His Science and Practice. The Werewolf in Greece and Italy, Spain and Portugal. The Werewolf in England and Wales, Scotland and Ireland. The Werewolf in France. The Werewolf in the North, in Russia and Germany. A note on the werewolf in literature. So you can tell, the man knows his werewolf. And yes, the demonology book will also be a lot of fun. Vampires are OCD. As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to mention this, but I have OCD, and I was trying to explain what it was like to have OCD to this, I think, psychologist that was from Kansas City that was doing some neuropsychology testing on me. And we hadn't had an appointment in 6 months, so she was scribbling furiously as I was talking to her, and I was trying to tell her what it was like to have OCD, and I recounted what I had just mentioned about vampires having to count every grain of rice. And after I got her typed up written report, it said, Gil thinks he is a vampire. So, great. Good deal, Phantom Boomer. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. All right. Well, that seems to be it. Thanks for tuning in for the unboxing. I'm sure we'll have one very soon. As a matter of fact, we'll have many very soon. So, Phil Blair says, I read the letter a man had smuggled out to his daughter after he finally gave in to the corrupt witch hunter torturing him. The letter was like a little time machine back to Germany in the 1500s. Huh. Interesting. Cool. All right, y'all. It's dinner time. I haven't eaten all day, so I'm going to say it's cardinal sin. Out.